All right, good morning, y'all. I was on X this morning, and I noticed that there are all these posts about Chicago getting raided by the ICE, Customs Enforcement. Anyway, they're showing this video here that the Home Depot is basically empty. And I don't know that I've ever seen a Home Depot this empty. My guess is this is before the store is open. But point is the same, right? It's just the Home Depot in Chicago is filmed during business hours, but completely empty. Okay, and the assumption here is that immigrants are the ones that, especially illegal immigrants, are the ones that are here doing all this work, right? So one thing I want to talk about is I own a furniture business here in St. Louis, Missouri. We manufacture furniture, we paint furniture, we ship furniture, we do all things furniture. And what I think about this is that the illegal immigrants pay a major part in anything that requires physical labor, right? So for some reason, America has decided that we don't value trades anymore. We don't value getting dirty. We don't value any of these jobs that are in cold temperatures, hot temperatures, anything that what I would call man work, right? We replaced all these people that did all that work with people that went to college. And now we find out that all these people that went to college don't know how to do nothing. And this is gonna pay a big price, man. This is crazy. So one of the things that this is a popular thing to say. One of the things that is happening today is that we are no longer valuing work, and we don't value the mental aspect of putting in a good day's hard labor. We don't value the skills that come with listening to someone, use profanity, tell dirty jokes, say things that are you don't necessarily want to hear. We don't value any of those things, and we've traded it all for basically the pussification of America. And this sucks, man. Like I wouldn't want to live in that world. I don't want to live in that world. And when we live in that world, we end up with a lot of people that want freebies, they want handouts, they think that they're entitled to things. We see this whole student loan thing. All these people just want everything given to them. They feel like they were given a raw deal, and it's created a generation of what I hate to say is losers. And it's a terrible thing to say, but it's kind of the truth of the situation. And the American person doesn't understand what work is. They just don't, and again, unpopular thing to say is all these illegal immigrants, they understand how to work. They understand how to make things. They drive through the neighborhoods and they've seen things that they've actually built, that they've done. It doesn't exist in the digital world. And, these are very proud people. And I hate seeing this, but I've said it, I've said it for a long time. Like I'll take one immigrant, one hardworking first generation immigrant, and you can have two native born Americans and get them out of here. We need people that want to work, and we got too many people in this country that don't want to do it. These illegal immigrants, they want to work. People say, oh, they depress wages and all that. And I'll tell you what, there's could be an element of truth to that. But as a business owner, I would pay an illegal immigrant way more than I would pay an American, because that illegal immigrant's going to work. They're going to do the job. They're going to show up on time. They're going to do a great job. And it's just the truth of it. Like, Americans don't want to work anymore. And the kind of work they want to do, no one's willing to pay for except the government, right? No one's willing to pay for except for the healthcare industry, which gets a ton of American government dollars. It's like all these people want to be paid, but they don't really want to provide a valuable service. Whereas an immigrant's willing to get in a hole, and fix your sewer. He's willing to, clean a septic tank, lay a road, build a house, all these kind of things that people actually want. Because you can think all you want, you ain't going to think up a house, you ain't going to think up a road, you ain't going to think up electricity. Like, someone has to physically come in and do that work. And anyway, it's just, I find this kind of stuff interesting. And yeah, I think the whole illegal immigration thing is a real problem, but the underlying issue is, again, Americans don't want to work. Okay, so another thing that I saw related to this particular topic right here is that there was an immediate increase in the price that DoorDash drivers were being paid to run people around in Chicago, because you had a ton of illegal immigrants that were using DoorDash to make money. And when these ICE raids started coming through, like, everybody stopped going out. They all basically hunkered down at home. And the people that were doing DoorDash were getting paid tons of money. So what's that say about what DoorDash is doing, and Uber and all these companies? Like, are they really vetting the people that are working for them? And again, I got no problems with the illegal immigrants doing this work. I mean, like I said, give me one illegal immigrant, I'll give you two native born Americans, because at least the immigrant wants to work. But the DoorDash thing, right? they said that all these illegal immigrants are going to suppress wages. Well, apparently wages are going up for the DoorDash people, and I get that the people that are using those services have to probably pay more, but that's how it goes. If you don't have, you know, tons of illegal immigrant labor in here, like the cost of your roads are going to go up, the cost of your nannies are going to go up, the cost of the cooks that are in all these restaurants that you want to eat at, they're going to go up. Like it just that's the reality of the situation, and I don't know what to tell you. It's like we're going to have to pay more for these services. But one of the things that I don't hear people talk about at all as it pertains to illegal immigration is the fact that the way it works for most people is when you can't afford something, you start to do it at home, right? Whether that's, cooking, working on your cars, working on your houses, whatever. You can't pay people to do these things. It's the same thing when you start a business. Like as a furniture maker, I always like making furniture. I always like making cabinets. I started doing it at home, and somebody said, you know what? Like, that's pretty cool. You should make something for me. And then it snowballs, and eventually you have a company. That's how it works. We don't have enough people doing that stuff today because there's too many of these immigrant people in here that will do all this stuff relatively cheap. And so then we all go to college and get degrees, and now suddenly everyone needs money because their degrees aren't worth the paper that they're printed on. So we need more people doing things at home and creating businesses and learning skills because they can't pay another person to do those things. That is one of the ways that I think we'll get out of this situation that we're in, is more people having to do shit at home. So anyway, that was kind of cool. I saw this and figured I'd talk about it for a second. I haven't done much on this channel, and I need to. It's just I've been so dang busy making furniture and running this dang company. So anyway, hope you like this content, and everyone have a fantastic day.